marketed as floating cities, safe, watched, with thousands aboard. 29-year-old Lena Parker vanished during a 7-day Caribbean cruise. Investigators believed answers would come quickly. They were wrong. What followed revealed something far more unsettling, not just about Lena's disappearance, but who Lena Parker was. Lena Parker was a freelance photographer from Oregon. Friends described her as cautious, observant, and thoughtful. She wasn't reckless. She didn't drink heavily, and she wasn't traveling alone. Lena boarded the ship with a close friend, someone she trusted, someone who knew her routines. The cruise had been planned months in advance, a chance to relax, to reset. They boarded in Miami with over 3,800 passengers and 1,200 crew members. Lena was last seen alive on night 3. Security footage shows Lena exiting her cabin on deck 7 at 11:47 p.m. Her friend later told investigators. Lena said she wanted some fresh air, just a short walk on deck 9. She said she'd be right back. Cameras track Lena walking toward the elevator. She pauses briefly as if listening, then steps inside. Minutes later, she appears on deck 9, walking along the outer promenade. She stops near a railing. Then something strange happens. Lena turns her head sharply to the left, not toward the ocean, but toward the shadows between cameras. She takes 2 steps backward. The footage freezes. At 11:52 p.m., the Deck 9 camera malfunctions. Not a blackout, a loop. 5 seconds of empty deck footage repeat for nearly 3 minutes. When the feed resumes, Lena Parker is gone. Cruise security initially told investigators this was routine system lag. But forensic video analysts later confirmed that camera had never malfunctioned before and had never malfunctioned again. Lena's friend waited in their cabin. 10 minutes passed, then 20. At 12:30 a.m., she began texting. No response. She checked the decks nearby. She checked the lounge. Not only that, but she checked the elevators. By 1:10 a.m., she contacted ship security. She wouldn't just disappear, she said. She wouldn't leave her phone. Security told her Lena probably went back to the cabin through another route. They told her to wait. Lena's phone was found the next morning on a lounge chair, less than 30 feet from the railing. Unlocked. Flashlight on. Recording audio. The final recording lasted 1 minute and 14 seconds. Most of it captured ocean wind and distant footsteps, but at the 48-second mark, Lena whispers, "Someone's behind me." Then, a sound investigators struggled to classify. Not a voice, not wind. A soft shuffle like shoes stopping suddenly. The recording ends abruptly. Cruise officials quickly labeled the incident a man overboard. But crew interviews raised concerns. A bartender working Deck 9 said Lena wasn't alone, then refused to elaborate. A night steward reported hearing a quiet argument near the railing, then later retracted his statement. Lena's friend says she was repeatedly discouraged from asking questions. One crew member later told investigators anonymously, "We were told not to speculate, not to talk, and definitely not to say anything about cameras." Ship sailed on, no turn. Passengers learned late. Coast Guard notified slowly. By then, the ship was over 120 nautical miles from the last known location. Search teams found no body, no clothing, no debris. Ocean experts raised a troubling point. If Lena had gone overboard, 120 nautical miles from the ship's current location, it would be impossible to find her. Once docked, federal investigators conducted a deeper forensic review. They uncovered 3 chilling details the cruise line never disclosed publicly. 1. Missing camera angles. 2 nearby cameras had been manually disabled, not broken. 2. A second audio file in a backup, the server, contained a corrupted clip with heavy breathing and a male voice saying, "Don't turn around." The voice was never identified. 3. A crew member of interest, a maintenance worker, was reassigned mid-cruise without explanation. He quit the company within weeks. No charges were ever filed. The cruise line closed the case as an accidental fall overboard. No criminal charges, no wrongdoing acknowledged. Lena's family and her friend rejected that conclusion. They believe Lena didn't fall. They believe she was approached quietly in a blind spot. Lena Parker's case isn't unique. Over 300 people have gone missing from cruise ships in the last 2 decades. Most cases follow the same pattern. Late night, outer deck, camera malfunction, delayed alert, few answers, even fewer bodies. Lena Parker boarded a cruise ship expecting safety. She wasn't alone. She wasn't reckless. And she didn't vanish by accident. Her final words still echo, "Someone's behind me." The question, and investigators can't answer, isn't how she disappeared. It's who was standing just outside the camera's view, and why the people who know won't talk about it.